Hey folks, Doggone John here again. I wanted to go through some of my traditional knives today and what I have collected in the past couple of months, why I've gone down that route, and kind of just go over some styles and some things that you could try out yourself. So today I've got a little bit of a variety here. I got some case. I have a one-off called Sarge. I have Great Eastern Cutlery. So I was into the one-handed folders for the longest time. It's like stuff like Spyderco and Benchmade and the rest of the groups. And ever since I started to watch Richter Knives and Erica's EDC, they kind of showed me that the traditional world is a simple and just more wholesome kind of collection to have, I suppose. I really enjoy the craftsmanship of all of these. They all have their own kind of flavor, and you can tell just how well they're built, and you just can't go wrong with that. It takes a little bit longer to open. Maybe it's not a one-handed deployment. Most of these aren't. But they all get the job done, and they all have their purpose. They all have, the ability to be freehand sharpened back to razor sharp, almost every one of them. They all have simple steels, nothing that you have to spend a lot of time on, and nothing that you have to, have diamonds necessarily for. So, it's just a real easy user. Everybody can kind of get along with these, I think, just as well as you could with a one-handed opener. And the maintenance might be more frequent, but you also get training in a sense from that, where you're having to sharpen them yourself more often. You're having to do the polishing on the bolsters and keeping the covers kind of clean if you want. Yeah, they all have their own personality a lot more also. These knives here, if they have a carbon steel on there, they are prone to get a patina on them, which I have come to love. There's nothing quite like it that I've seen out there. And each thing kind of gets molded to you and your personality and what you use it for. And yeah. So these are some of my favorites. I'm going to go through a few of these more in depth. So you could maybe add them to your collection if you're interested. So from bottom up, this is my GEC Great Eastern Cutlery Viper 47. It's got the Wharncliffe blade, so it's real easy to sharpen. You have a nice straight edge, and you don't have to struggle a lot with, kind of maintaining a perfect line when you're trying to do a freehand. You don't have a clip point like this one here or these. So yeah, this is a favorite of mine though. It's got bovine bone on top of it. It's made by that Titiute. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, so having found this company in my knife collecting journey, is kind of funny that I'm coming full circle and finding something that is somewhat close to home. But yeah, anyway, so here is a 35 cattle knife. So this is a 3-blade. That's the main blade. This here has the sheep's foot also, and a smaller spade blade on there. So I just got this pretty recently, and I enjoy actually having the 3 blades more than I thought I would. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it, but it's nice to have something that has multiple uses. So I can take this and cut food with it with the main blade. I can use the sheep's foot for utility stuff like packages or rope, whatever I need it to. And then I can use the spade blade if I just need a really, really sharp edge, for whatever that might be. So yeah, this is a classic here, the Case Sodbuster Jr. This is a mahogany jig bone, I think it is. It's got brass pins, brass liners inside there. Don't know if you can tell. I know my lighting is also bad. Again, I'm trying something new here. But this is just a great utility blade as well. I use it mainly for food. That's kind of my traditional section of knives right now, is all food related. So this here as a nice wedge, it catches on there really nice when you're trying to run it through food. You can kind of like start that push forward with it, you know, get through something a little bit. And then it has, you know, blade almost all the way down just to the choil there. Just makes things really easy to cut with. This one here I showed is my Sarge clip point. My wife bought me this, and she she is the inspiration that started this whole thing, pretty much why I got back into collecting again. This was like my only knife for a while. I used this for quite a few months down at the Grand Canyon when we were there, working in Arizona. Just a great utility blade. Yeah, and it shines up nice. It has stainless steel, so this won't get the patina like the other ones will, but that's okay. I can always polish it and make it look pretty if I want to. This here is my Trapper, my full-size Trapper from Case, and I am really loving this thing. It just has such a great feel in the hand. The covers are beautiful in my opinion. I love the gray bluish color that they have to it. And then just like the cattle knife, it gives you, you know, the spade blade, and you have the kind of the clip point or drop point. I'm not sure exactly what you would call that blade. But it's just really nice to have something that you can do two purposes with, you know, having something for food, you know, keep it clean, and then having something to, you know, use for your dirtier tasks, I guess, your working stuff. So then I have my last one here is my GEC 72 Cody Scout. I really wanted a lockback. My 47 Viper was my first one that I got, but I did enjoy the lockback on the Sarge, just for extra security kind of. And so I grabbed this. This is a store model. Also has the bovine bone on there. They call this the fox tooth shield, I believe. And it kind of matches with the color, I suppose, the orange, the burnt sienna bone it's called. Yeah, and I actually, like, this is kind of like a step up to me for this. This is kind of just where I wanted to go. I wanted something a little higher end, but something that has similar features to this. So it's carbon steel, like the Sadi and all the other GECs. This is actually carbon steel too. And they just have such a great personality after a while. I can't say that enough. It's just feels different than your one-handed modern folders and stuff, where it's just not the same you know, feeling. So anyway, yeah, I kind of wanted to go through these with you guys and see, show you, I mean, some stuff that I have and some stuff that you might consider if you're not in the traditional knife world. They just give you a different feel, take you back to a different time, really, because, you know, this was the kind of stuff that everybody had back in the day before all that came out. And yeah, I really have come to love them and enjoy them a little bit more, even if it takes me that extra couple seconds to open and close, and then, you know, put it in this here. This is a leather pocket sheath that came with the 47. It's got a little Viper on there and stuff. I'm not sure if you can see it in the lighting or not, but yeah, you know, that little extra time it takes just to kind of keep things nice and protected, it's worth it to me, just to have something that kind of, you know, takes on its own life. All right, well, that's about it for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, concerns, you know, comment down below. Let me know what's up. Yeah, subscribe if you want to. I think I'm going to keep doing this. I'm enjoying it so far. So, yeah. Hope to see some chatter down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Doggone out.